When it came to the construction of our product, it was really important to use new media technology so that we can make a more professional and realistic looking product. So the first new technology that we used when it came to our construction was the use of cameras that we used. So the first camera that we used was Grace's Canon D3 200, which we took the inside green screen photos on. And this was the more better quality cameras of the ones that we used. So we took photos when we were in the green screen room, and as you can see here, we had to set up all of the lighting ourselves and use different tripods and just get as many lights on our artist as we could so that the background would all be one colour, which would have made it easier when we got to our editing to edit out the green background. So we had that all planned out from watching a YouTube video on how to use the green screen and how the lighting had to cover the whole of the background, otherwise it wouldn't look as good. And we set our camera to the neutral setting while taking these photos, and then we eventually turned up the brightest because we realised that when we were taking the photos, as you can see in this one, some areas of the background are a bit darker than the others. So once we turned up the brightness, the corners, as you can see, are a bit darker. Once we turned up the brightness, those corners all became the same colour as the main background, so it just looked a lot more professional. And then the second camera that we used was Ellie's Canon PowerShot, which you can see here. And we used this camera when we went to London to film the music video and when we took photos of our artists for the Digipack and website. And with this camera, we used the macro setting. So as you can see in this photo, because we were already outside and it was very bright outside anyway, and we knew that we were taking photos against graffiti, which was very bright, we wanted to make sure that it wasn't too bright. So the macro setting allowed us to take photos that weren't overexposed and that were right for the light settings. And this was really helpful because the fact that we used two separate cameras means that we knew what we were doing and we knew the different effects that each camera had, so we could utilise them to the best of our ability and make a more professional looking product.